back to my channel. So with the holiday season only weeks away, I'm sure there are some people who are considering whitening their teeth. There are many options that you can go with, but there are some take-home options that I recommend. So today I'm here to talk to you about Opalescence. Now Opalescence is a professional brand and it's only dispensed through a dental office. Now keep in mind that this isn't a sponsored video, but I've used it many times and I truly recommend these products and this brand. I've been using these products for at least 5 to 6 years and I'm very impressed. I love the outcome. So Opalescence has two options when it comes to at-home whitening. The first option is whitening gel and it looks like this. Most of the whitening gels come with 4 syringes in this little capsule. These syringes, you can probably get about maybe 4 to 5 applications out of each one. So this will last you quite a while. It contains potassium nitrate, which will help to desensitize your teeth while you're using this whitening gel. It also contains fluoride, which will help protect against cavities and rebuild the enamel. Also, of course, since it's a whitening, it will contain some type of peroxide. This one contains carbamide peroxide. And this particular one that I'm holding is 35% concentration. There are different ones and we'll get into that in just a moment. But the concentration just depends on how long you would wear it and how quickly it will whiten your teeth. Now in order to wear whitening gel, of course you have to have something to put it in. So of course you'll have a top and bottom whitening tray. Okay, these particular ones that I'm holding are custom made. So what you would do in order to get custom made whitening trays is you would go into your dental office and request custom trays, and so what they would do is do molds or impressions of your teeth, and that way these trays will only fit your teeth, and also they'll curve into the insides or the interproximal spaces of your teeth, and so they'll get whitening gel all throughout. So you don't have to worry about it being white on one area and in between your teeth and not being whitened and things like that. So I absolutely recommend whitening trays. I've gotten some really great results from these. I've had these for years, but whenever you have any type of dental work done, such as like a crown and different things like that, of course you have to get new trays made because it won't fit anymore. So it pops in just like this. See? And of course the top one would go on the top arch. So like I said, this particular one that I'm holding is 35%. So with whitening gel that is 35% peroxide, you would wear the trays 35 minutes. There's also other options that Opalescence has, which is the quick PF option that's 45%. You would wear that for 15 to 30 minutes. For the 20% you would wear for 2 to 4 hours. For the 15% you would wear for 4 to 6 hours, and for the 10% you would wear for 8 to 10 hours. So of course the higher the concentration, the less time you would wear it because it just does the job a lot faster if you have a higher percentage. So you want to make sure that you follow these recommendations, especially your first few times using the whitening trays and the whitening gel, because it can cause some sensitivity. This particular whitening gel comes in mint flavor, melon flavor, and regular flavor. And honestly, I've used them all and they're pretty pleasant in taste. Also, there can be some, if you overfill the trays and things like that, your gum tissue can turn white. I guess you'd be whitening your gum tissue. And so whenever you're loading the whitening trays, you want to make sure that you only put one dot in the very middle of each tooth, because if you put too much in there, it can touch your gum tissue, and that's going to cause irritation to your gum tissue. It'll resolve in a couple of days, but you still just want to make sure you avoid that to just so that you don't have any issues with your gums and things like that. And I will get into and show you how to load the whitening trays. So the next thing is that you want to store this whitening gel in the refrigerator to increase its shelf life and increase the effectiveness of it. So basically whenever I get a new one, I just put it right in the refrigerator right away. And so when I'm ready to use it, all I do is take out one of these syringes out of here and out of the refrigerator. I'll sit it out for about 20 minutes and let it get room temperature, and then after that I'll go ahead and load my tray and start the whitening process. for the top and bottom whitening tray. And then you'll just wear it for the suggested amount of time according to the concentration of the whitening gel that you are using. So the next type of take-home whitening that Opalescence has under its brand is called Opalescence Go. And what these are whitening trays that are pre-filled. So as you can see, these little green things in here, there's one for the top and one for the bottom. They're trays that are already pre-filled. So basically they already have a whitening tray in it that has the whitening gel in it pre-filled. Now this whitening tray isn't custom made, so it's not one you have to go into the office and get impressions and things like that made for it. This is just one that's going to kind of lay on your teeth. It's just a general whitening tray. It's very neat because you can whiten on the go if you're out of town or something like that and don't have your whitening gel able to refrigerate it and things like that. All you have to do is carry around these little packets, and it has the whitening tray in it already pre-filled, and you can just wear them. So this particular product contains potassium nitrate. Also, it contains the carbamide peroxide, just like the whitening gel. So the concentrations available for the Opalescence Go are 10%, and you would wear that for 30 to 60 minutes for 5 to 10 days. The 15% is also available, and you would wear that for 15 to 20 minutes for 5 to 10 days. So basically this would come in a pack of 5 to 10 because you would be whitening for 5 to 10 days or so. So basically the way that you would use these is that the green part here, this is actually just the outer covering. So you would place one of these in your mouth on top, and then you would place the other one on the bottom. You would remove the green part, and under the green part is the underlying clear tray. These particular trays are disposable, so you would use one of these at each application. So you would throw this out once you're done whitening for that application. So keep in mind that Opalescence isn't the only professional brand out there for at-home whitening, but this is just the brand that I've been using for years, and I've had great results from it, and I just wanted to share it with you. People always ask me how I obtain and maintain white teeth, and I mean, Opalescence is the only professional product that I've used for years and have stuck with it and things like that, and I honestly don't even have to whiten that often. Before, I used to, like years and years ago, I used to whiten kind of often, but now I pretty much whiten maybe once every month or two. And but you have to also understand that I don't drink coffee, I don't drink wine, I don't drink tea for the most part. So that's one of the things to consider as well. If you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker or a wine drinker, you will be prone to having stain and things like that. And also when you're whitening during that process, you want to make sure that you kind of commit to not consuming those types of beverages, because that can lessen the effects of the whitening. So things to consider whenever you're whitening your teeth is, number one, you want to make sure that you're brushing and flossing your teeth both before and after application. So you want to make sure you start off with a clean slate. So brushing and flossing your teeth is going to help to remove the plaque and bacteria from the smooth surfaces of your teeth and in between your teeth, and that's going to make sure that the whitening gel or whichever application you use, even the trays, that you're able to, it's able to penetrate through your enamel and be able to whiten it. This will assure that you get the best results. And then also after, of course, you want to make sure that you're removing all of the whitening gel from your teeth and in between your teeth, so that you don't have any excess whitening gel in there that continues to work and cause sensitivity and things like that. You want to make sure that you're brushing that off and flossing it out as well. So the next suggestion is to make sure that you're using a sensitive toothpaste. I would recommend that you start using a sensitive toothpaste ideally about 5 days before application and 5 days after, But if you're not able to plan accordingly and things like that, I would at least make sure that you go ahead and use that sensitive toothpaste during the brush before you whiten your teeth, and then after application as well, and then continue on with that sensitive toothpaste at least for about 5 days after, so that that potassium nitrate both in the toothpaste and in the whitening gel can help to prevent sensitivity. And it can be any brand: Sensodyne, Colgate Sensitive, Colgate Enamel Health, any of those brands out there that have an active ingredient of potassium nitrate. That's the anti-sensitivity. That's what's going to help to prevent the sensitivity in your teeth. The last recommendation is basically what I was talking about before when I said to kind of avoid drinking any of the beverages that will stain your teeth, such as coffee, tea, and wine. These things can lessen the effect of the whitening, so try to limit those during your whitening process and even after, because you want to make sure that your teeth stay as white as they possibly can. But I do know there are some people that just cannot do without their coffee, so just keep that in mind. So today's something to smile about comes from James 1:2-3, and it reads, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kind, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness." Now that's something to smile about. So I hope that if you're considering whitening for the holiday season or at any time, that you might take my advice and use Opalescence Take Home Professional Brand. They've really done wonders for my teeth as far as helping me to obtain and maintain white teeth, and I hope that it can do the same for you. So if you like this video, please do not hesitate to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you're interested in more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I post new videos. Also, leave a message in the comment down below and just let me know what you're using to whiten. If you're considering whitening, if you've ever whitened and things like that, what do you use and what do you get the best results from? I'm interested in knowing. Well, that wraps up this video for today. So until next time, everyone take care and remember to let your smile shine. Bye.